Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're in Chicago and we're going to quite a few things, but the first stop is the Disney 100 exhibition here in Chicago. We're at the Exhibition Hub Arts Center, Chicago. We have several other places we're supposed to go today. We're going to, this is stop number one. After this, I believe we're going to the Christkindl Market, something like that. It's a traditional German Christmas market that happens every year in Chicago. And then we're going to some steakhouse. And then we are going to the zoo lights at Lincoln Park Zoo. For me, apart from this, which is just really fun because we enjoy Disney, it's a lot of research stuff for a Christmas event that we would like to do for next year. So I'll show you guys a lot of what we're gonna do today. We're going on an adventure. Let's do it. So the next show starts in 4 minutes 45 seconds. We've got these little animatics with animation notes, I guess. I've seen these before at one of the Disney parks. I don't remember what the event was, but I've seen stuff like this before. As you walk into the attraction here on the left, there's a quote from Bob Iger. Read the quote. Stop right there. We're gonna go into this room. There's some magical pixie dust going on. Before these curtains opened, there was a quote from someone named Becky Klein explaining that this is going to tour around the world for 5 years with one show in North America and another one for international places. So if you're not in Chicago, you might have a chance in the next 5 years to see this.
West, along with his older brother Roy, started a cartoon studio in the back rooms of a small real estate office in Hollywood, California. This was the small beginning of a family entertainment company that would create unforgettable stories, characters that become beloved friends, wondrous experiences, and music that has become the soundtrack of our lives.
Here's a megaphone that says "From Monogram Films, Inc., 1923, used by Walt Disney." So according to the sign, this is the contract for the Alice comedies, and it was the founding document for the Walt Disney Company, October 16th, 1923. Interesting. So this is what's called a zoetrope. This is early animation. You look through this little slot, and as the pictures went by, you could see animation. I mean, it's basically like a flip book without flipping pictures. This little thing shows it working. There's these little things where you can hear what it says. Interesting. Here's early stuff. Before Walt created Mickey, he created Oswald. It's kind of interesting because it's all marked Universal because he created Oswald under contract from Universal. What is it? It's interesting.
It's like that.
Here's the invention of Minnie and Mickey, Steamboat Willie. Here we've got a script page of Steamboat Willie. It's pretty cool. Here you've got earliest known drawing, Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. This is an interesting costume right there. There's Minnie in the right. Interesting. This is called a cleanup animation. I don't know what that is, but cool. The next section is called Where Do Stories Come From? This is a wooden puppet. This is an animator's model for Pinocchio. storybook, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 1937. Interesting. All the details are interesting. The dwarves here, the rabbits, two little squirrels up here on the tops. Cool. So back in the day, they used to use live action reference. This is the costume they used for the live action reference of Pinocchio in 1940. See the tag right there says Walt Disney Hollywood. It's a prop storybook for Sleeping Beauty, 1959. So here they have an animated book where as she turns the page, it turns up here, and there's little animation that happens on the screen. Pretty interesting effect. It's fascinating. I wonder how they achieve that. Something I like to remind myself when looking at stuff like this is kind of inspirational to me, because it's nice to see. You know, he creates Pinocchio. They create Pinocchio in 1940. They don't create the next movie, the next major movie, Cinderella, until 1950. So it's it takes him 10 years to get the next one done. So I think it's important to remember that it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. You can do amazing things, but give it time. There's gonna be highs and lows. Anyway, let's see some more stuff at Disney. Here's some props from the Alice in Wonderland movies in 2010. These were used by Johnny Depp. The giant drink me and the small one. Eat me cake. Different sizes of essentially the same bottle. Tea kettle. Toothpick holder. There's a porcupine, I guess. Interesting. This snow globe is the snow globe from Mary Poppins during the Feed the Birds scene, which is one of my favorite songs, and Waltz. This is the Winnie the Pooh live action reference stand-in, Christopher Robin in 2018. Here's some props, production models from Beauty and the Beast 2017, Lumiere and Cogsworth.
Live action.
The wick on this one's actually burned. Interesting. Next up, the illusion of life. Right when you walk in, they have this size chart for the Incredibles. Apparently, Mr. Incredible is like fucking 6'8" or something. It's huge. She's shorter than I ever imagined her. So are these guys. They're small. Not bad. This is pretty fascinating. I've heard Alan Hobbs talk about taking colors from like films and turning them into like a haunted house palette based on how you want it to feel. These are different color palettes for the characters. So for example, you have like this one, flip it over, it tells you it's Scrooge McDuck. Or this is Dumbo. Peter Pan. Interesting. Put a whole bunch of props from Cruella de Vil, from 101 and 102 Dalmatians. Here are screen use props from Little Mermaid 2023. Spyglass and Dingle. Next section is all about the spirit of adventure and discovery. We have Emily Blunt's costumes from the Jungle Cruise. Pretty cool. Apparently this is an attraction vehicle model used by Walt on the Disneyland TV show for the Jungle Cruise. So you actually have to get this ball to go all the way through this, and then this lights up. about to do it again. Give me a second. Maybe more complicated than it looks. This lights up with Jack Sparrow's compass from Pirates of the Caribbean, Crystal Black Pearl, used by Johnny Depp. This is a wooden plank from National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets. For this one, you have to line up the same symbol, and then the light turns on for a little bit. One of my favorite characters from Pirates of the Caribbean, Captain Hector Barbosa. Here's his costume and wig, worn by Jeffrey Rush. There's a screen-used prop ship in a bottle from Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, used by Ian McShane. Pretty interesting. Here's the hook from Captain Hook and the necklace from Peter Pan and Wendy 2023. There's this cool wall, kind of like a window of the Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. There's a lever here, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Too many kids like banging on it, they broke it. The wall is pretty cool. I guess this is an actual filming model from 1954, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea of the Nautilus. Very interesting. Here's like the other side of that window. Pretty cool. Here we have a puppet of BB-8 from the last 3 Star Wars movies that came out. The sequel trilogy, I guess. Pretty cool. Lots of details on it. Lots of dirt. I like it. Here is a lightsaber hilt from Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, used by Daisy Ridley. Here's various helmets. It doesn't say whether these are screen used or like who used them. It just says the film that they're from or supposed to be from. Obviously, you've got Loki from Thor Ragnarok, Wasp from Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Iron Man mask, obviously the one he made in the cave. It's kind of cool looking. And it looks like it's actually made out of metal. Star-Lord, Ajax from the Eternals, and Thor. Also here to the left, you got the Black Panther costume from Black Panther 2018. Next up, we have the magic of sound and music. They got some actual music sheets here from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 1937. Pretty interesting stuff. Here you've got composer Mickey, this nice little statue. Pretty cool. Rock on. Apparently these are the chimes used for Tinkerbell moving. You can kind of hear them there. That's cool. Yeah, just shot across. There's some projection on this wall with fairy dust. Pretty nice. This bottle here, they would fill. It says fill to capacity. Then they would bang on it to create the sound of the pickaxes. Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. Pretty cool. Next section is called The World Around Us. Looks like this is about a lot of the nature documentaries, things that Walt did himself and that they continue to do today. Next station is called Innovations. Here's the audio animatronic component head of Abe Lincoln from the great moments with Mr. Lincoln at the State of Illinois New York World's Fair. Pretty cool. Next room is your Disney World as Shannon walks right in front of my shot. So they have a Matterhorn bobsled from the Matterhorn bobsleds. They also have one of the ride vehicles from Peter Pan's Flight. Here's a bunch of memorabilia from Disneyland, including a guidebook, the original admission coupon book, parking pass, what I think is really cool is Walt Disney's employee badge #1 in gold. It's pretty cool. There's a draft of the entrance plaque. This is pretty neat. They have the spell book from Hocus Pocus. Screen used by Bette Midler. One of the only sitcoms I like. They have a whole bunch of props. Home Improvement. Old head in the polyurethane can. I think everyone knows about the eyeball here on the front. But a detail I've never noticed on the book is there's actually like dead man's like fingers sewn into the side. Very interesting. All right, so we've left the Disney Expo, and we're now at Chris Kindle Market, and here's the fucking line. There's a lot of people. Where you can get into these little shed rooms. Look, there it is. So it took about 20 minutes to get in. I'm not really sure what the line's for because there's no one like controlling the flow. But this is like I don't know if it's like a traveling thing, but the idea is that it's a traditional German Christmas market. They have traditional German food, traditional German hot chocolate. They have glow wine, there's like mulled wine, hot shit. And then ornaments and Christmassy stuff. There is a booth over here that has Krampus, and I'll make sure I show you. So let's take a look. This guy's name is Paul. It's cold out here. Someone should get him a coat. Got some traditional German bratwurst, no sauerkraut. He got a goulash, which is spicy Hungarian sausage, spicy mustard. All right, guys. So update. We are now going to the Lincoln Park Zoo for the zoo lights. We were at the Chris Kindle Market. I did not record very much there, or if anything, because it was, I mean, it was crowded wall to wall people. There was, in my opinion, way too many people in there. It was unenjoyably crowded. Literally just shuffling, trying to find a small spot, taking minutes to walk anywhere. So it was a little crazy. We got some snacks, some candy and stuff. We got some bratwurst, and we got some hot chocolate. That was basically it. There was more little shops and vendor booths and stuff, but like I said, it was just so crowded. It was ridiculous. So after that, we went to this steakhouse. It was called, what was it called? Prime and Provisions. It's like a high-end steakhouse. It was pretty good. We did have to send our steaks back because they came out not cooked right. So there was that. Now we are at the Lincoln Park Zoo for the zoo lights. So we're gonna see what this is about. Maybe some animals. I don't even know if they're out right now or what. Maybe some animals, maybe some, should be some Christmas lights. Stuff like that. Right now the parking is a problem. We had to park, we came here to park, and we had to park at a different lot that's like 12 minutes away, walk here, and now they start letting people into the main Lincoln Park Zoo lot. It's a little bit kind of fucked up. So anyway, there's some Christmas lights, so let's see what's going on. Here we go, zoo lights. Here's the first lights of the zoo. I've never been here, so I really don't know what's here or anything, but so far it looks cool. Got a cool tunnel over here. Over here they have a hot chocolate bar. I think it's just hot chocolate. Doesn't look like they have like, okay, so they got specialty chocolates, warm spice wine, cookie, brownie, cotton candy. Their cotton candy's $8. Cool tunnel. It smells like fire out here. It's kind of cool. There's some kind of animal enclosure over there. I don't know, like, if the animals are outside. I guess I never really, like, thought about what happens to animals in Chicago when it's fucking cold outside. Some more lights. Souvenir booths. I'm not really sure where I'm going. Here's someone over here doing ice sculpture. It's kind of cool. It's pretty neat. It's an ice cream. It's an ice cream cone. Pretty neat. So the lions were in our show. This lady right here is taking some donations. She said the zoo takes $101,000 a day to operate. It's a lot of money. Now we're in the reptile and small mammal house. These are animals. There's a West African gibbon viper. Actually, two of them in here. They're kind of like cuddling. You can see two heads. One right there. One right there. Nice. This dude's in here moving around and shit. Some Alice in Wonderland stuff. Playing cards. The White Rabbit. Light Maze. That's interesting. Oh, that's cool. White Rabbit again. Mad Hatter's hat. There's a light maze here. It's kind of cool. Cheshire Cat and some paw prints on the wall. Yeah. Very birthday to you. It's pretty neat. You have to buy tickets for the light maze. That's probably why no one's in it. It's pretty big. Cool lizards. This one's licking her fly. Yeah, we're getting over there. Oh, here's some music playing. It's kind of cool. The lights are kind of dancing to it. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. It's the whole ass. What is this? Chimpanzee just sitting there. Not.
There's another one in the... Oh, yeah,
These guys are sleeping right here. I'm trying to get the light on. This dude keeps moving and shit. It's pretty funny. No one's sleeping. Literally right here. Couple more over there. This guy's got his whole tongue straight out. This dude's sprawled out like he partied too hard. Over here they've got Ferris wheel. It is actually open. But extra lights, here's the line for it. Again, extra charge. Little ticket booth section right there. I feel like a long line for it. Gingerbread men. Not bad. Alright guys, that is it. We have left the Lincoln Park Zoo. We're heading to the car now. We're heading back home. So that was our Christmas adventure day. It was fun. It's a lot. We're all tired and ready to go. So thank you guys very much for watching. We'll be back at the haunt tomorrow for more building stuff. I'm just now tuning out. You stay scary.